Hello, good evening everyone. Welcome to our synchronous online session tonight. This is for our course orientation. So this is our Mechanics 102 course. It's Dynamics of Rigid Bodies. So your professor is Engineer Handel D. Magnanao. By the way, I would like to take this opportunity to thank my boss, Engineer Fee G. Dampel, for allowing me to use this template for my presentation tonight. Welcome to our Mechanics 102 class. So your professor in this course is Engineer Handel D. Magnanao. I'm an assistant professor working with Mapua Institute of Technology, Laguna, and working some lecturing work also with the College of Arts and Sciences. So for my brief background of myself, I am a graduate of Master of Engineering in Telecommunications. I did it at the Asian Institute of Technology in Thailand. I had also earned 42 units in Master of Science in Teaching Mathematics at the University of Cebu, Cebu City. And I finished two Bachelor of Science in Engineering. One is in Electrical Engineering and the other one is in Electronics and Communications Engineering, both at the Cebu Institute of Technology, Cebu City. Now, before we go to the details of our course, let's review here the mission of Malayan Colleges Laguna. So, number one is to provide the learning environment that would transform you, our students, into globally competitive professionals. Second is to produce social wealth from the generation of new knowledge. The third one is to contribute to the solution of industries and society's problems by the expert application of knowledge. For the vision of Malayan Colleges Laguna, so Malayan Colleges Laguna shall be a global staple of excellence in professional education and research. We are here, I am here to help Malayan achieve this vision. For the core values, Malayan Colleges Laguna has 5 core values: excellence, loyalty, teamwork, discipline, and urgency. So everyone is expected to exhibit all these core values while with Malayan Colleges Laguna. Now for the motto of Malayan Colleges Laguna, we have excellence and virtue. So what's excellent? What's virtue is all about? How to be excellent? So to be excellent, we need to be prompt. Be ready to learn when class begins. Be prepared. Have materials with you and know due dates. Be a polite and positive participant. It means that you need to speak in a normal tone of voice and listen attentively. Be productive. Turn in work on time and always do your best. Be a problem solver. Correct problems quickly and peacefully before they escalate. How to be virtuous? So there is this very popular advocacy, a Be Honest advocacy. It says that be honest even if others are not. Be honest even if others will not. Be honest even if others cannot. And in Proverbs chapter 10 verse 9 it says, he who walks honestly walks securely. So we know that honesty is one of the best policy. So value yourself, be honest and ethical, and practice strong moral values. Treat everyone in the class with politeness and respect. Honor the ideas and opinions of your classmates, because sometimes you want to insist our ideas and opinions. But I think it will be better if we also have to listen and honor and respect the ideas and opinions of others, your classmates, and everyone in the class. Offer help. Be ready to extend your hand if somebody is in need of your help. Be a responsible student during this new normal. We have a lot of policies, rules, and regulations on how to deal with our daily lives, so we have to follow them. Responsibility for coursework. So make sure you have the following in place before the class begins. Of course, yourself. So you need to be present yourself during our synchronous or asynchronous class. So not just physically, but also mentally and spiritually. You need to have a stable internet connection or connectivity in order to make your learning a smooth one. Lecture notes or lecture notebooks, ballpen, pencil, calculator, paper. You need to have them ready all the time when you are attending a synchronous class, or even if you're watching a recorded video, or when you are exploring the uploaded PowerPoint presentations. For textbook and references, so these are optional because we are going to provide you all the needed materials for your learning journey for this term. Responsibility for coursework. Keep yourself updated to know due dates and class announcements through Blackboard. So you can see them in our discussion board on our Blackboard or in our Facebook group. So I will really appreciate if somebody will volunteer to create a chat group in Messenger, so that if we have urgent concerns, we can immediately contact each other. Or if you want to discuss something within the group, then you just post your concerns there, and then let's invite everybody to share with those items you post in the chat group. Please take note that a student who fails to comply all graded online activities, that is readings, assignments, quizzes, mid-year exams, or module assessments, and for the entire content of the course missed, regardless of the reason, is held responsible for his or her failure to obtain a numeric grade at the end of the term. So you need to remember this class. Last term, we give either IP or incomplete grade and a numeric grade. But this time, we will give only INC and a numeric grade. Depends on your performance. Now for the classroom rules, I think we can still make use of the catalog or student catalog 2014, which can be found online. So during synchronous online sessions, so students will be reported for misconduct, unruly behavior, disrespect, and unnecessary disruption of class. So no interference of any kind is allowed. So if you think that your surrounding is noisy, so you just need to mute your microphone. And if you want to say something, you just unmute it. So phones must be kept silent at all times so that you could not interrupt or interfere with ongoing discussions. And a student will be given an INC grade if the set passing average will not be met, or if a student failed to comply all the course requirements. So even if you got passing average like 60% or above 60%, but if you're lacking with any of these requirements, especially major exams, then you will still get an INC grade. So what will you expect from me? Well, I will do my very best to provide you with the most relevant learning materials and or resources to aid your learning journey for this term. I will be available anytime you're in need of my help regarding our course and our lessons. And I will work with you to meet learning goals. I will offer extra help should you require them, for as long as it's related to our course and our lessons. Now about the course. So this is Mechanics 102 or MEC 102. This is the course code. And the course title is Dynamics of Rigid Bodies. Prerequisite of this course is Mechanics or MEC 101. Co-requisite none. Credit units 2 units. It's 1.5 hours per meeting, 3 hours per week. So our class schedule for Mechanics 102 section A01 is Tuesday and Thursday, right? For the course description, this course is a basic engineering science subject. It deals with the study of the fundamental theories and concepts of dynamics and its applications to the field of engineering. It includes kinematics and kinetics of particles and rigid bodies, work energy method, impulse, and momentum. For the course coverage, during our preliminary part of our journey of this course, so for week number 1, we'll tackle module 1. So part of week number 1, so we have this orientation tonight. Now this pre-test, so discussion of course goals and expected outcomes, discussion of course policies, and it will be recorded for those who are not present tonight for them to see or learn what we have discussed tonight. Now for module 1, we have introduction to dynamics of rigid bodies. So we'll have learning videos or content marketing learning videos from Wiley, and asynchronous discussions with video with PowerPoint with audio. Then consultation could be done through our BBL discussion board forum. or BBL course messages, or BBL Collaborate, Microsoft Teams, FB or Facebook Messenger. Now for Module 1, we have your first assignment from Wiley Plus. And by the way, class, for this second to the last column, these numbers here indicates the estimate data capacity of the materials that will be uploaded to our BBL. Okay, so that's for week number 1. For week number 2, still we have part of module 1. So we'll discuss kinematics of a particle. So under this topic, we have positions, velocity, and acceleration. So we'll learn how to graph the curves of xt, vt, and at curves for this part. Again, we'll have readings from Wiley Plus and also an interactive learning videos or content marketing videos from Wiley Plus. And again, we'll have the discussion here through our BB discussion board forum and the other channel like Facebook Messenger. And also in this week, we'll discuss Module 2, part of Module 2 that is about rectilinear motion. So under this topic, we have uniform rectilinear motion, uniformly accelerated rectilinear motion. Then we'll have assignments from Wiley Plus. So we have the second and third assignment from Wiley Plus. And again, the second to last column indicates the data. How big is the data that we are going to deal with for this module for this week. So again, still for the preliminary part of our journey of this course. So week number 3, still part of module 2. So we'll discuss integration method and graphical method. And this will be supplemented with readings from Wiley Plus as well as interactive learning videos or asynchronous discussions with video or PPT or PowerPoint with audio. Then we'll do consultation and other discussion during our synchronous session through these different channels. Our discussion board forum, BB Collaborate, MS Teams, Facebook Messenger. Again, we'll have assignments here, 4 and 5 for this week. And the second to last column indicates the data size that we're going to deal with during this week. So for week number 4, still part of module 2. So you'll deal with a lot of readings on this part, on this week, and a lot of consultation perhaps, through different channels we've mentioned a while ago. Again, this time, we have another activity, graded activity. This is a module quiz. Again, this is from Wiley. And this is also the period where you're going to take your preliminary assessment. Again, the data size here on the second to the last column. So the data size indicated, the purpose is for you to be able to see how much data that you're going to deal with, so that you can also match it with your internet speed to handle all these transaction or activities with this data size. Now for the course coverage for midterm. So on week number 5, we'll discuss module 3. So module 3 deals with curvilinear motion. So under this topic, we have rectangular coordinates, normal and tangential coordinates. Then we'll have reading supplementary materials for you to learn more, from this module, as well as learning videos, interactive learning videos, or asynchronous discussions with video, means PowerPoint with audio, and consultations through different channels. Again, we have assignments 6 and 7, and for week number 6 for midterm coverage, again this is still for with module 3. So we'll discuss radial and transverse coordinates, and then a lot of readings and interactive videos or asynchronous discussions with video. Then we have consultation as well during this period. And we have another assignment number 8. And we have the module quiz during this week number 6. Now for week number 7, we're now in module 4. We'll discuss here motion relative to a frame in translation. So we have here the relative motion to be discussed, and then this will be supplemented with readings with text and images from Wiley Plus. Then supplemented also with interactive learning videos or asynchronous discussions with video or PowerPoint with audio. And under this week covered with this module 4, we have motion of several particles. So we'll discuss also here the dependent motion. And again, after this or within this week, we have assignment number 9 and 10 from our Wiley Plus. Again, this second to the column indicates the data size that we're going to manage with. Then we have the week number 8 covering module 4 as well. So this time you're encouraged to read more about the topic, searching more information from different resources, from references that will be indicated later on. Then you can do a lot of consultations during this time through different channels such as BB Discussion Board Forum, Course Messages, BB Collaborate, MS Team, and FB Facebook Messenger. Again, this time we have quiz number 2, second quiz from the beginning, and then we'll have the midterm assessment. Now for the final, the course coverage are as follows. Week number 9, we have module 5. So we'll discuss on this week the kinetics of a particle. So under this part, we have Newton's second law of motion. Then this will be supplemented with readings and interactive learning videos and other useful materials. Then consultations through different channels will be also done during this week. Then we have another assignment number 11. So for week number 10, so we'll cover again module 5. So it deals with work energy method. Then a lot of readings to supplement your learnings, interactive videos, and also PowerPoint with audio. So as for that is for asynchronous discussions. Then consultations from different channels or through different channels will also be done during this week. Then another assignment from Wiley Plus again. Alright, so for week number 11, we're still on module 5. This time we'll discuss momentum method. And then again, this will be supplemented with a lot of readings, interactive learning videos, and consultations through different channels. And we have assignments, quiz, and final assessment during this period. Or on week number 12, your final assessment will be done. Okay, so I hope everything is clear. Now for the textbook, so we'll use Merriam, James, L, Craig, LG, and Jeffrey N. Bolton, 2018. So Engineering Mechanics, Dynamics, Enhanced E-Text, 9th edition, John Wiley and Sons Incorporated. Now for our references, we have ebooks references by Beer, Ferdinand P. E. Russell, Johnston Jr., David F. Mazurik, Philip G. Cornwell, and Brian P. Self, 2018. So Victor, Mechanics for Engineers, Dynamics, 12th edition, New York, the McGraw-Hill Company. And the other one is Hibbeler, Russell C., 2016, the Engineering Mechanics, Statics and Dynamics Series, 14th edition, Person. And lastly, we have Tang Benson H. and Daniel T. Kawano, 2017, Engineering Mechanics, Dynamics, Wiley Global Education US. So those are our references, class. Now for the course schedule, we have here for prelim on week number 4 and midterm probably on week 7 or week number 8, and for the finals will be week number 12. For the course requirement, so your final grade will be composed of two parts, the 40% and 60%. 40% will be taken from your quizzes, assignments, and other online graded learning tasks. Then the 60% will be taken from your prelim, which is 20% of it, 20% for your midterm, and 20% from your final. So further, for the course requirement, for each requirement in the course, a 60% mark shall indicate the minimum passing performance. A student in the course who obtained a final class standing of at least 60% shall be considered to have passed the course. The final grade will be based on his or her final class standing based on the table below. So as you can see from this table, so the parts above will be the percentage, average in percentage, and below is the final grade equivalent. So on the rightmost part, we have the passing average of 60. So 60 to 64.50, that is equivalent to a final grade of 3. On the leftmost part, we have 1, no, for average that is above 96%. Okay, so if you're aiming for the highest grade, you must have an average of above 96%. So corresponding passing grade, if the student is able to satisfactorily comply with the course requirement, then he or she will be able to get a numeric grade, a passing grade. An INC grade will be given to the student who are not able to satisfactorily comply with major course requirements. So the requirement must be complied with during the second term, 2020 to 2021. So take note that even if your average is 60% or above, but you're lacking with the other requirements, especially the major exams, you will still get an INC grade. So I hope it won't happen, and please avoid having it. Now the mode of learning is asynchronous learning. So it means that we are doing an online learning without real-time interaction. So students can learn through their own convenient time, and this is a self-paced learning. So it means that learner controls the reading materials, time and effort to learn the material shared by the faculty member. Now for our consultation, since we're not allowed a face-to-face consultation, so we'll do an online consultation. So our schedule will be every Friday, 7 to 8:30. So this is via Blackboard Collaborate and the other media that we had mentioned a while ago, like the MS Team. You can have, perhaps you can use Zoom, or we can use FB Messenger and other channels known to all of us. Okay, so do you have any questions? So I hope everything is okay and understood, and hope to see you in the future, no, when we're allowed to see each other face to face. So for now, that's all for tonight. And if you have any questions, you just drop me an email. Thank you very much. Have a good evening, everyone. Stay safe and healthy always. Bye bye.